What was Pochettino thinking with that lineup? When the lineup came, I was wondering what was going through the minds of Mauricio Pochettino to have Mikhailo Modric and Raheem Sterling on the bench. And you are starting Conor Gallagher as a left winger against a Sheffield United team that has conceded so many goals. They have one of the worst, if not the worst, defense in the league. Yet, Pochettino set out the team in a way that will make Sheffield United to look like a world-class team. You had Cole Palmer as a number 10 through the middle, with Noni Madueke as a right winger, and you played Conor Gallagher as a left winger with Enzo and Casido as a double pivot. This is a shameful thing. The decisions that Pochettino makes sometimes proves only but one thing: he is unfit to take this young team anywhere. Look at the opportunity that we had after the draw by Manchester United. We had the opportunity to go closer to Manchester United with a game in hand. If we cannot beat Sheffield United, is it Arsenal that we are going to beat? Are we going to beat Tottenham? We managed to beat Manchester United with 2 penalties. People are still jubilating as if we won the Champions League by beating Manchester United in Stamford Bridge. This is how far we have fallen. Thiago Silva started his first match in so many games due to the absence of Malo Gusto, who was rested. According to Mauricio Pochettino, he said that Malo Gusto felt ill before Manchester United game. That he is not supposed to play 3 games in the space of 1 week. That's why you rested your best right back and your only available right back. Asel Disasi was deployed as a right back with Chalobah and Thiago Silva playing as a central defense. Chukwuemeka was on the bench. Raheem Sterling, who is a natural winger, was on the bench. Mikhailo Modric on the bench. David Washington on the bench. If you want to rest players and give maybe others opportunity, why don't you start David Washington as a number 9 and play Nicholas Jackson as a left winger? Against Sheffield United, we had only Mark Cucurella as an attacking athlete down the left hand side. The attack was so blunt and boring to watch. There was nothing coming from the left hand side, yet your 2 natural left wingers were kept on the bench. Pochettino is so clueless. So clueless. He left his substitution late after being 2-1 at the dying minutes. Pochettino was already thinking of defending 2-1 against Sheffield United. He brought on Benoit Badiashile with Cassidy. Few seconds after their introduction, Sheffield United equalized. Sheffield United outplayed Chelsea. Their passes were so smooth. We scored from a set piece, from a corner by Conor Gallagher, converted by Thiago Silva. The second goal was down to Noni Madueke. Look at Sheffield United goals. Look at their first goal and their second goal. This is a team. I am not seeing anything work in this team. Sheffield had played Chelsea. We only had possession, and those possessions were just between Disasi and Thiago Silva. Between Thiago Silva and Casido, from Casido to Enzo. Enzo today was so poor, misplacing passes upon passes. Enzo had a nightmare of a game against Sheffield United. He was so poor, and Moses Caicedo is so soft as a defensive midfielder. We cannot go anywhere with this kind of mentality. We can't. It is yet another game that Chelsea has conceded at least 2 goals in a match. We are having the worst defensive performance that you can ever think of since the turn of the millennium. We concede goals at will. Players get bypassed easily. Most Caicedo as a defensive midfielder, it is not working, especially when paired with Enzo Fernandez. It is not working. Our defense are porous. Adding a soft defensive midfielder to that set of average defenders we have, it is a recipe for disaster. We had the opportunity to climb, to get closer to West Ham and Manchester United, yet we bottled it again. We bottled it. Pochettino, I'm sorry to say this. I've been supporting you, but this time around, I don't think you can take this team anywhere. And the scariest thing about this situation is that the board can never do the right thing. They will stick with Pochettino, expecting miracles. If Pochettino cannot handle the set-piece situation, how can he handle the disciplinary and the mentality in this team? If he cannot instill discipline when it comes to who takes the penalty against Manchester United, no matter who won the penalty and wanted to take it when Cole Palmer was on the pitch. It is disgraceful that Pochettino cannot instill discipline and orderliness in this team. This is why players keep making the same mistake often and often. Sheffield United equalized in the dying minutes of the second half because of the useless nonsense substitutions from Pochettino. Right from the starting 11, when I saw the lineup, that's when I know that Chelsea are not going to win this game. What is Conor Gallagher doing as a left winger? Where you had Chukwuemeka, Raheem Sterling, and Mikhailo Mudryk, and Raheem Sterling was not even introduced. He wasn't introduced. Mikhailo Mudryk was introduced, let's say 10 minutes to the full time. I don't understand Pochettino's mission in this Chelsea. It is obvious that he is not of the level that is required to be a Chelsea manager. Pochettino should go to Brighton. But he can't because the owners we have the same mentality as Pochettino. This is Miracle Maker Football Channel. We drew the game. We bottled it yet again. We conceded yet another 2 goals in a match. Don't be surprised when Chelsea concede 100 goals in a season. It is so shameful how we concede goals these days. Do well to hit the like button on this video and subscribe if you are yet to subscribe. Turn on your notification because so many updates will be on your way. Stay cool and stay blessed. Blue always will be the color.